the whole thing.
Thank you so much for coming on my show.
Oh, thank you so much for pulling up.
Yeah, we met last weekend at the Adults Only show for Breaking Sound.
Yes.
I was helping my friend J5. We worked together, and I heard you during sound check. And I was like, oh my God.
Oh, you did say that.
Yeah.
He was like, I love your voice and music.
Yeah, your voice is so good. And the way you were dressed, I expected you to be like some sort of rock and roll
Oh,
type.
interesting.
I support all alternative black girls. But I wrongly assumed
that
that you were going to be rock. So I was waiting to hear that. And then when you started singing, you sound like a fairy, like an angel. I was like, oh shit. And I looked from behind the little wall thing like, is that girl? And I'm like, okay, like let me finish what I'm doing. But damn, like
I like the contrast.
Yes, that was very cool. So have you been doing music since 2017 or you were doing music before that? That's just the first time you put out?
Oh, I've always been. Well, that's kind of like the first thing I put out in 2017, but I did X Factor in 2013 actually.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my first time in LA.
So where are you from?
I'm from Atlanta.
Okay, so it's still like equally, you could have got famous in Atlanta as well. Not like you had to come out here.
Yeah, I moved here in 2016, but I did X Factor 2013. And that was my first time in LA. I was like, I gotta move out to LA. My hair will thrive. It's not humid. And yeah.
Yes, because I've been telling if you think you're gonna be cute with your little LA press out, it ain't gonna work.
Right, I know, right? Lord, the humid back home.
Yeah, but okay, so you were on X Factor. What was that experience like? Were you a part of a group? Were you by yourself?
I was in a group.
Okay.
I was in a girl group called As One, but we made it to the top 15 groups, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. We made it on TV. Like we made it. They flew us out. It was my first time in LA. It was, but yeah, I was in a group actually.
Okay. So being in this group, when did you guys start the group? Were you like in high school? Were you?
No, I was like, well, yeah, actually, I was like fresh out of high school, and I just like I was like I don't know. I don't just find me. Oh yeah, this guy wanted to manage me, but he was a pervert. And then he introduced me to the manager. God bless his soul, Mr. Wright. He passed away in 2016. But he introduced me to Mr. Wright, and Mr. Wright already had the group, and they needed another girl to audition for X Factor. So then we auditioned for X Factor, did X Factor, and then we toured for like another year in the South on the East Coast until we disbanded.
Okay, so how were you found? What were you doing to get found? Because that's what the people want to know. That they aspired.
What was I doing? What was I doing? I don't know. Where did I meet to? I think cause I used to wait tables and I used to sing for all my tables.
Oh,
yeah, that's how I got my name, Cydnee with a C. I used to be like, I'm Cydnee with a C. I'm a singer. Oh. So like, yeah, I think he was somebody that I met where I was working at the time, and he was just like, oh, let me manage you. I was like, okay.
Oh, that is so okay. So aside from being a pervert, people out there that aspire to do music or be in the music business or any type of creative thing that the career path is less laid out. Mm-hmm. You see what Cydnee did? She made the best of the opportunity. She's waiting table, but she's still letting everybody know I'm a singer. Like I'm just doing this right now.
Right.
But in case you're somebody or you have a connection, you don't know who you might meet. I sing as well.
Absolutely, yeah. I used to be singing for my tables. I'd be like, you go put the extra $5 in that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so yeah, it doesn't matter. Don't use the excuse of where you're at.
Right.
You can always get somewhere. And then you got found. You were part of X Factor. You were touring. How was touring after being on TV? Were you like low key famous, mid? Did people recognize you?
Not really. It was like touring like in the South, like on Moreland Parkway, Martin Luther King Drive. Like it was like we would go to South Carolina. Like we just would perform at these venues and stuff, and like
clubs, bars.
Yeah, like clubs, bars. There was like this motorcycle club on Moreland Parkway we used to go to, and like just perform, but old people.
Old people got money, man. Yeah,
I know, right?
Buy a ticket to come see you.
In the group, we used to sing old ass motherfucking R&B songs and shit.
That's what's gonna be my next question.
Oh God, I used to
hate
it. I used to hate it because I'm a pop star. Like I love pop music. I love K-pop.
Yes.
So it's like I was such a bird in the cage when I was in the group. Shout out to the girls or whatever. But
y'all was singing what? Like who can I run to?
Oh God, when we were singing "There Goes My Baby," and we were singing "No More Pain," and we were singing "My Love." And we had mic stands.
Yes. What is with, I don't want to be mean to that region of the world, but what is with Southern people and like that aesthetic?
I know, right? Because guess what? The people that we perform for love that shit. But I used to just be like, I don't know what to do.
They eat it up, and like if y'all are matching, if the
we was matching.
Point,
we was matching, boy. We had white mic stands. We had white pins.
Yes, they love it.
Nah,
and that's why I think California people are like, they don't look like a star. Like they dress plain.
Yeah, they felt like we looked ghetto. Listen, I ain't even about to show you the video, Louis. We looked ghetto. We had like, I don't even want to talk about it.
Oh, okay. So you were part of the group, and then after you guys disbanded, you know, like Destiny's Child, like some of the best groups have disbanded.
Right.
What made you be like, I'm not going back to Atlanta. I'm gonna stay in California?
Well, I was already living in Atlanta still, but I knew I wanted to go back to California. But what made me want to do that is all the no more drama, no more pain. Like I was like, I need to broaden my, you know. I was just like, I'm such a pop star. I love international music. I love pop music and shit. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, can I guess?
Yes, you can guess.
And I was like, damn, like I feel like I would thrive more in LA. Mm-hmm. So I had like you know, I don't know. I just had like a universal moment where I was like, I'm moving to LA. Like my mom was like, I don't like you getting up, and I was like, well, I don't give a fuck. I'm loving it. But I did it. I just moved out here with $900 in my pocket and stayed with some weird dude on Craigslist.
Craigslist.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's weird.
Okay. So.
Ew, nothing happened between me and him at all.
Yeah, of course.
That's why I had to get the fuck, because I was like, oh, you're weird. Yeah. But I was so like naive and just like, blah.
Yeah, no, especially coming to a whole other side of the country.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, as a person that grew up here in LA, like damn near 3 generations of people, I have such a hard time being in other places or being around people that don't understand. Yeah, there's so many categories of person. Like, who cares? I have seen so many, if you want to say like freaks on the street, where I'm not alarmed because I know he's got a group. Like he's going to some bar after work that it's 1,000 people in there look like him.
Yeah. That
like the music he likes. That I'm not fazed by it. But in the South and other places, you know, in middle America, if you look even a teeny bit off of, you know, the conform. And people are like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Where are they?
I felt a little, well, I guess Atlanta's more of a melting pot, especially now. But sometimes I felt like a little, you know, a bird in a cage. Well, I kind of felt that way out here at first, too, just because of the people I was around, my studio. Like, I was around a lot of rappers and culture. And my production company didn't really want me to learn Korean or do K-pop reactions or whatever. But I've always felt like kind of a bird in a cage, but I guess being in LA helped me embrace my individualism more.
That's cool. So let's talk about the studio. I watched one of your interviews and you were saying you're living in the studio at the time, like roughing it, you know, for your dream. Yeah. And in the studio comes Trippie Redd. He's also on the same thing, kind of half surfing, figuring it out. Yeah. You guys end up making 2 songs together. Well, really, you're on one of his songs, and then he like kind of took over one of yours.
Yeah. Oh, how did you know? Oh, that said it in the interview. That's right.
Yeah. And then I listened to the song, so. Right. About that.
Back in my mind, this is my record that I put on my EP, Gluten Free, and I actually came out with that record with King Los first.
Okay.
Right, but because Jimmy killed it, you know what I'm saying? So, and King Los, he wanted us to pay him for the feature. We paid him $1,500 for the feature. He wouldn't even like
promote it or nothing.
Yeah, he didn't want to pull up at the show, whatever. Trippie walked in. We did Back in My Mind the day we met.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, he was just like my engineer at the time, Igor, who was now his engineer and DJ, he was like, so you try to, well, he was playing all my music for him, and I walked in and he was playing I'll Be Your Chick. He was like, yo, this is fire, blah, blah. I was like, oh, thank you. And then Igor was like, you want to get on this? Boop. And it was the Back of My Mind. And he was like, what? This shit fire. Hell yeah, load it up. This is my type of beat. And he literally did 2 takes, 1 verse, and then the ad-libs, and that was it.
That is tight. And the song sounds so good.
Yeah, thank you. I was just like, yeah, it's fine.
And then the song of his that you're on, that you were explaining, that you kind of like did the melody and stuff, and you set the tone for it.
Yeah. I was the first one on Feel Good, actually. And then he was like, oh, this is fire. Then he went on and did a whoa. And then he was like, Cydnee, can you please like do the, you know, the oohs or ahs. He's like, can you make it angelic, blah blah. I was like, whatever. I didn't see nothing of it. I didn't even know that they were gonna put my name on it. You know, I was just like, I'll do the background, blah blah blah. And then yeah, to see that my name was on it, and I always get extras. Like I have like that's my most streamed song actually right now. Feel Good. I got, you know, credit for that song and writing credit and everything. I was just like, that's what's up.
So Trippy is a real one.
Mm-hmm.
He pulled up. If he liked the song was fire. He didn't hate. He didn't try to steal it. He didn't do what a lot of people.
He asked me. He said, "Can I put this on my project?" I was like, "Hell yeah!"
Yeah, because you hear a lot of terrible. I think that's what deters a lot of people, or it's like salacious online, right? It gets a lot of clicks and views. People are like, "Oh, they're horrible music industry experience." Like even Future saying, "Oh, I didn't get credit for Drunken Love." And all that stuff.
Right.
Like Trippy just came like, yeah, I'm not gonna be. Why be shady about it? There's no reason.
Yeah,
Cydnee's cool.
I think it was his team as well. Like everybody, like was just they really gave me credit for that song. I was just like, what the fuck? Like I just didn't think that Cydnee with a C would be on Feel Good. So I'm very grateful for that till today. Absolutely.
Okay, and then what about your project Gluten Free? Are you health conscious in that way? Are you a vegan, gluten free type of girl?
Actually, gluten free. Actually, I am gluten free. I am gluten free. I don't eat wheat. I don't eat dairy. I do my best not to eat too much processed sugar, but that's why I always have lollipops. Okay. That's why I was like, you want something to drink? A lollipop? Because I have like food allergies. I've always had them, but I've been eating the way I've been eating now for 5 years. It changed my life. I had a whole bunch of inflammation and shit going on. I come from like cooking in the South, you know, like my family, like we eat chitlins, and well, I don't eat chitlins, they eat chitlins. Yeah. But my family makes chitlins, you know what I'm saying? Like we eat gluten and all types of stuff. I grew up with everything, but I always had these underlying health issues. You know, my mom has lupus actually. Oh. But when she changed her diet, all of it went away. Literally. So I'm an advocate for that, but I decided to name it gluten free because we made everything from scratch.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's tight.
So I was like, this is organic. We gotta like, you know.
I understand that you love K-pop and
Absolutely.
You're very influenced by, you know, Korea and their music, their aesthetic. But at the same time, it's not to say they copy, but they're inspired by like our 90s, early 2000s R&B, like our best era,
right?
Boy bands, girl groups,
right?
And like killer choreography and all of that, like NSYNC, Destiny's Child type stuff. Even like the girl group
Blackpink.
Blackpink is the
K-pop you talk about black.
Yeah,
look, you talk about black. I know black.
Yeah, but I'm like 808.
Yeah.
Like, they're inspired by that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like a big circle.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of that in your music. So if I would have never met you and heard you talk about K-pop or watch your YouTube channel, I would have just been like, oh, this is like a new version of like that 90s, early 2000s black girl, like Nivea type of, I like that. And then on one of the songs, let me see what the name of it is so I can be correct. Because I was like, in my car, oh shit, what is this?
Fit.
I don't know how to say it. Inuyasha?
Oh, Inuyasha.
I'm like, she is speaking Korean.
Wait, in Inuyasha?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I'm speaking English in Inuyasha.
And on one part, you're like speaking another language.
Am I? Maybe I am.
Yeah. I took you see I'm driving. I took the screenshot. Like, no,
word. Yeah. I like to sing in other languages. I speak Korean on a like second grade level, but I read and write perfectly. Like I'm always studying. I'm on Duolingo. Like I did a Rosetta Stone promotion.
Okay.
Duolingo's better, but anyway. I respect Asian culture being inspired by hip hop because I'm so inspired by Asian culture. It's like when I speak Korean, I be trying to sound Korean.
Okay.
You know, I'll be like, 진짜, like, yeah, like I'm always trying to sound Korean to get my diction and everything right when I'm learning the language. And it helped me when I went to Korea. Because if you say something with the wrong diction or
like
tone,
inflection,
like they won't really understand. So it's like you really have to practice in that way. And I'm inspired by you know, like I feel like how come a black girl could wear a 30-inch weave of Malaysian hair, but a Asian girl can't wear, you know, braids? Like I feel like there's a thin line between cultural appropriation and cultural appreciation, and there is a full circle where it's like we're all inspired by each other, you know.
Yes.
So it's like I love being inspired by outside culture. K-pop is my kryptonite, and it helps me expand my mind. Like, what? My kids gonna speak Korean.
Yeah, and like the food, and maybe travel to the country.
Right.
I feel like on the subject of the thin line between cultural appropriation and appreciation, or what some people will get aggressive, culture vulture. You know, people get very upset online, blackfishing, all the words.
Yeah, they get so mad.
I feel like as long as you showing respect for the culture and it's not just a costume for you, then it's different. Like for you actually went to Korea, you try to learn the language, you're talking about being passionate about doing so correctly, like trying to sound the right way, being taken the right way. Right. You are being appreciative. Yeah. You're not being weird about it. Right. As long as you're doing that, like if you're a Korean girl and you're in America, because I can't say it in Korea, they're like a pretty much monochromatic society. There's not a lot of black people over there. It's probably like 1,000.
Yeah, it's some black people over there.
Military people and you know, but I mean just regular people. Maybe you don't have a black friend, but if you're a Korean girl in America and you got cornrows and you listen to rap and you have a black friend, have two. It's the least you can do. Yeah, I mean, be normal about it. Just
show, be normal about it, or just show appreciation, or just, you know, don't make it cringe, you know, don't be, and you know, like when it's cringe, it's just like don't be, just be appreciative, you know, and like, you know, still know your roots and where you come from. Like I know I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm black, you know what I'm saying? Like my family hood is fuck, like we're, you know, but it's like. I just really appreciate and I'm inspired by outside cultures. It helps me expand my mind. It helps me grow. It helps me think. And I feel like black girls shouldn't learn other languages. You know, like we grow up learning one language when it's like, you know, other cultures learn multiple languages. They have more opportunities than we do. And so it's time for us to expand our everything. And, you know, I'm just really looking forward to inspired. Like a lot of black girls, they hit me up from the Netherlands or from Germany, and they're like, hey, I want to learn Arabic. I'm inspired by you learning Korean. And I'm like, do it. You know what I'm saying? Like by all means, like expand your mind and creativity however the fuck you can. That's fire.
I didn't realize this until I started to travel a little bit myself outside of America, that all black cultures, and maybe it's all cultures to a certain degree, but I'm gonna speak for my group. All black cultures to a certain degree have that conformity and closed-mindedness within their group. Like, do not do that sort of thing. That's not what we do. Don't dress that way. That's not what we do. And you're not being a good girl, a nice black girl, a nice African girl.
I was called a white girl for a fact. Yeah.
When I was a private school black girl, and I am listening. I'm obsessed with TRL. I like pop music. I like Fall Out Boy. I like Avril Lavigne.
Are you kidding me?
Like that. My uncle was in the garage bumping Tupac night and day. Doesn't mean I don't know that. Like I know all the rap songs. Right. But I like this. I like boy bands. I like Backstreet Boys and stuff.
Right. That's me too.
Why are y'all calling me white? It's not that.
Yeah.
Just because you like a different thing. I think if all of us, like I love Willow Smith. Just because she pushes that boundary of black girl is not going to do that. She shaved her head on TV.
Right.
I'm doing this music. I got Travis Barker on the drums.
Yeah. I love Willow too.
I'm going to do whatever I want.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why can't I? You know, walking in the footsteps of Fifi Dobson, I feel like she came first with alternative black girl. She was Canadian though.
Yeah, word.
A little bit different.
Yeah.
So you coming from Atlanta and being alternative, we haven't seen that since what, like Left Eye?
I know, right?
Because
come on, alternative Cydnee, come on. You're right. You're right. And I'm at that at soul. I'm at spirit too. I don't even have to try. That's just who the fuck I am.
Because usually the girls out of the South, you guys kind of conform to a certain, even if you're singing or rapping. Yeah. It's a certain archetype. There's not a lot of differentiation in that.
Yeah, you would look at me as a black girl and think that I'm gonna come out with something different from what I actually sing or what I do, and I like that contrast because it's like
not you being from Atlanta too. Because if you would have told me you were from somewhere in the north or on the west coast, I'd be like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
But the fact you're from the South, where it's like that mute LaFace and then trap music and all of this. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you chose all the way.
I'm from all of that. I come from
What?
Black culture, but I was always inspired by Coldplay.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
And the Hooray and G Dragon and motherfucking CL and Sistar. Yeah.
Yes. I love the Fray. I love Coldplay.
Chris Martin is my hero.
Even my mom was like, oh, she's listening to the sad music. Like,
Oh.
I can't take it. I went to Florence and the Machine concert.
Oh, I love Florence and the Machine.
Yeah, like.
Stop it. Coldplay is not sad music. It's feel-good music, okay?
I want to feel all the feelings. But pop music, I am very passionate about pop. Not so much K-pop. K-pop is kind of new.
Mm-hmm.
I've been bullied online by the K-pop fans, so I'm kind of scared of them.
No, you should be. The K-pop fans are
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
I reviewed the outfits of BTS and they got all mad.
Oh, God.
And then so I was scared about that, so I didn't review them on the next thing.
I
And they got in my comments again, you're reviewing all these stupid people. You need to review BTS. No, last time you guys ripped me up, you left 500 comments.
Oh my God,
I don't
I
want
can't
to.
imagine. A couple people went viral on my boyfriend can't be on my channel right now, actually. He can't. We used to do reactions together, but he can't be on the channel right now because he said some shit. And then my friend Bobby, when God bless his soul, Bobby Brown Jr., he was our roommate actually for a couple of years. Sounds
okay.
It's my brother. But he went viral because he was like, I love Jenny so much, fuck all the other girls. I love Jenny.
See, and they
were like, ah! And I was like, ah! It was crazy.
And my husband is like he's like a sports jock, man. He has no idea about, and I was like in the house dress. He's like, what's going on? Where I'm like, they're attacking me. Like, I'm turning my phone off. Like, God.
Yeah. Oh God, we got death threats all the time. It was, the K-pop fandom, and I'm one of them, so I know. But I'm not.
You're not vicious.
Yeah, I'm not vicious. I'm a chill K-pop fan, but them motherfuckers be going crazy. Y'all are crazy, bro. Fuck.
But it's that support as well.
Yes, that support as well.
So I'm sure, like, I saw that you said you would want to collaborate with like a Blackpink but you're not gonna be picky about just any K-pop.
Any K-pop artist, I'm with it. I mean, let's do a song where even if I'm not even singing in Korean, I'm singing in English, and they're singing Korean, or they write me a Korean verse, or I write my own Korean verses, by the way. I wrote my own Korean hook and voice away. But
I heard that.
Like I like writing in Korean. Like I like challenging myself. But I am with any Korean artist. Like if you want to do a record, let's do that shit. I can't wait for the opportunity.
Okay. I don't even know how you would like figure that. How do you reach out? You find their management on social media?
I don't know, because a lot of Korean artists are very established. They have labels.
And they're like part of a machine.
Yeah, they're part of a machine. They don't really do stuff themselves. So it's really hard to get in touch with a K-pop artist in the way that it's different out here. You know what I'm saying? You just hit somebody or they just pull up like Trippie did. Be like, yo, let me get on this. But out there it's different.
My first exposure to K-pop, I think it was a Vice documentary about like the boot camps that they have of people trying to even get in the groups, like making the band times 100. Yeah. They're in these vicious like dance competitions, and then I'm like,
it's pretty crazy. It really is. That's what makes me admire the girls too. Like I like girl groups more than I do boy groups. I think because I was in a girl group.
Okay.
But I admire the girl groups a lot because I know that it's not easy. I know that it's hard. I know that, and I've been pitted against girls before. I've been in my own form of training, just a little bit more bootleg. But I know that it's not fucking easy. So when I see a girl in K-pop come on top and I motherfucking fall in love with her performance and shit, I'll be like, oh, she the one. She the one. And I see strong head on her shoulders. I'm like, I get obsessed.
Okay, that's what's up. And then how did you, or at what point did you start your YouTube journey with doing reactions and all of that? God. Or did you already have YouTube when you were doing X Factor?
Oh no, I started YouTube in 2000, like right after I came out with the song with Trippie, actually.
Okay.
I started YouTube then around the same time I came out with the gluten free and Love Letters to You Too. It was around the same time as that. My friend showed me like how YouTube worked. I was hanging out with a lot of YouTubers, and I never saw myself as a YouTuber. But then she was like, find your niche or whatever. And my first video got like 32K, and I was like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
Right, but just because I found that community, that's what Cry Alone is about. The song Cry Alone. It's about finding a community of people that relate to me because I thought I was alone. Like I was around all these rappers and all this shit. Like I was around so many rappers. Like I'm talking like Smoke Perp, Lil Wop, like all of these people, but nobody understood my world, you know. But then I found my community online, and I was like, oh my god, I'm not the only one. What the fuck? And then yeah, it was like no turning back for me.
That's cool. Do you feel like the internet? I believe this as like a little bit older. I grew up in the '90s where the internet first started being like online, where you could build community and it wasn't just like a weird thing that you're using like for technical stuff or communication. Do you feel like without the internet, it would be way more? I don't want to say lonely, but like maybe less open.
Oh my
less
god, I would be
able
so sad.
to even feel like you were saying, feel like, oh, I'm not the only person that feels like this or that likes these things.
I can't imagine life without the internet right now. I honestly think technology is a part of spirituality. As you grow in spirituality, technology grows, you can become friends with it, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know I don't know how I would be able to relate or without technology. Like, I need technology. I need Pro Tools. I need Lander to mix my songs. I mean, to master my songs. Like I love technology. I can't imagine living without the internet.
I feel like a lot of people are, I don't know, on the fence or against it because of social media, like, technology, the internet. But I am the same way. I love technology. I don't care what it is. Like, I'm waiting for it to go as far as it can. Like, give me a robot that can cook and clean. Make it easier. Like when I see those little robot dogs out delivering food, I'm like, yes, more. Let's do more. Push it further.
Where
some people are like, no, that's wrong. They're gonna take over. Take over what? Take over your job. Then you get to kick it at home. What are you talking about?
No. As we progress with technology, we find other ways to live life and to like we still have the same challenges and shit as above, so below. Like I love technology. I don't see no problems. You got back from Japan and there was the little robot that brought us our food and shit. And then we took it to press the button, boop, and they go smile, and then they roll off. And you're like, oh shit, you didn't mess up my order either. You know, like I love technology. I'm so here for it. I have no problems with technology. The AI thing, a lot of people are talking about, especially nowadays. But I mean, if you watch a K-pop video, you'll be really inspired by all the technology and crazy shit in it going on in it. Like, I don't know. I love technology. Shit.
Do you think that K-pop and just Asian things in general, because like you mentioned going to Japan, they have the bullet train forever. They have a lot more technological advancements. Like Tokyo has looked way better than New York City for decades.
Bro.
Robot food. They're the first people to like
heated toilet seats.
Yeah, introduce the whole cook food in a vending machine type of thing.
Yeah.
Why are we so behind? Or what's going on with
I have no idea, but I've been wondering why fucking Tokyo is like a smartphone and why America's like Nokia. I don't know. I do not know. I'm grateful for where I come from. And I also didn't see any homeless people out there.
Yeah, why?
All the bathrooms are clean. Even the hole in the wall places in Japan have heated toilet seats and bidets.
Well, I was gonna say I used to work for a Japanese company. They, as a people, are more respectful.
They're really respectful. And then what beats me, what just fucks me up, is why do we pay for service out here? Don't get me wrong, I used to wait tables, but I gave impeccable service. Why do we tip out here for shitty ass service?
That's why.
But they don't tip out there.
No,
they won't take it. And as soon as we got back, this driver, motherfucker, dropped us up the street from the house. It was raining fucking cats and dogs in LA when we landed. Dropped us. He wouldn't even take us to the gate right here. And he was like, "You're not going to tip?" And I was like, "What the fuck? I'm not gonna tip? What are you talking about? Are you serious?" And I pay him his money, but I know I didn't tip him. I'm like, "Bro, you didn't even help us get our shit out. You didn't even pull us up in front of our house." The Uber drivers out there, they'll get outside the car and look for it. They won't let you out the car until they find the place that you're going to. And they will drop you off right in front of that bitch. And you do not have to open the door.
Different level of, different caliber of people. I don't want to talk badly about my people in America.
No, I don't want to talk bad about America or my people either. But the service quality is better. People care more out there. The train was really clean. Everybody was respectful of each other's space. If somebody got on the phone, they'd be like, yes. You know, like, it was just like, I love it.
And it's supposed to be so safe. I watched this TV show where the little kids walk to school by themselves and take the train and all that, and they're like in kindergarten.
You'll see a little kid walk to the store and get their parents a pack of cigarettes.
crazy.
But I mean, it's so safe out there. As like, you'll never get shot. You'll never like. You could just, bro. My friends, oh god, my friends who actually had us out there. They drive a G-Wagon, and we parked outside of a grocery store, and her dogs was in the car, and she motherfucking left her shit running outside the grocery store. We was in that bitch for fucking 35 minutes. She left it running.
And nobody's gonna take it.
Nobody's gonna take the car. Nobody's gonna take your dogs. Nobody's gonna fucking even think about it. She left the car running. It was the whole G-Dragon. A whole fucking G-Wagon outside the shit running for 30 minutes.
No. Never in Atlanta.
Never in LA, never in Atlanta, never in nowhere.
Yeah, not in America.
I've seen somebody get their car fucking stolen at the AM PM for just running in real quick and leaving and running.
No. Yeah,
A Toyota.
We're a different society, and yeah, but like every month we have a little mass shooting situation. It's different. It's a lot different. Do you feel like your music, a part of it is like escapism, but not escapism in a bad way? Maybe your visuals are like escapism. Because Cry Alone was a very deep song, but your visual was all fun and like colorful. And
it was like me being lost and finding people just as weird as me.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, music is definitely an escape for me, but I feel like I have to do it. I feel like I have all these melodies and shit inside my head. Like, they have to come out some way. And I'm truly meant, and I believe I'm meant to be an artist. It's like, I don't think that I would be able to leave if I didn't get this stuff out of my head and stuff.
Do you write for other people at all?
I've definitely turned in K-pop references. I wrote for a couple people that I have, like Imani22, God bless your soul. I've written for a couple of people, but I do best writing for myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I love just, a lot of people hear my stuff and they want it, but you know, and I'll be down. Like, I'm not one of those artists that's like, unless it's the drum and bass. The drum and bass is all me. It's my style. But yeah, I'm best at writing for myself. I'm a true artist. Like, I literally sit down and I write the shit and I record it and I engineer it and I mix it, and I'm motherfucking, I used to engineer for other artists, but I put the most work into myself. You know? Like, I make it sound the best for myself.
Do you also come up with the like treatments or direct your own music videos?
I come up with the treatments. I don't necessarily know how to direct my own music videos. I did direct Boy Toy, me and Ben did. But Cry Alone, I gave the directors a treatment. They just took it to the next level.
Okay.
And I'm directing actually my next video, Long As You Love Me, that's releasing on Valentine's Day. This is my first time fully directing a video, and it's going pretty well. We have like a couple more scenes to shoot. That's why you see the teddy bears out there. One of them's dead already, and then yeah.
Okay, so a question I always ask people that I interview: if you could go on tour with 3 people or groups, because I know you like K-pop, so this might get a little different for you. Give me 3 people that you would go on tour with.
It's so hard. I would definitely go on tour with Doja Cat. I feel like her.
That is good.
Yeah, I feel like her fan base would really.
They would eat Cry Alone
up. Me. Yeah, I feel like that
for
kind
breakfast,
of fuck with me. I fuck with Doja. It's hard for me to fuck with an artist that's not a K-pop artist. BB. You may not know who she is, but her name is BB. She's a K-pop artist. It's fire as fuck. I'll go on tour with her. She's so fire. I'm gonna sing you some of her stuff.
Okay.
And right now, actually, I'm gonna name a friend of mine, Tizo Touchdown.
Okay, I know who that is.
Yeah, he's a friend of mine. He's a friend of all of ours. We're like, you know, we're really cool, and he's been doing so good. I love his alternative, you know, style, and I can see myself doing some shows with him. Like, we have a couple songs and stuff, and yeah.
That is like, it's a different alternative from you, but alternative in its own way. I think that you guys fans, you know, if there was a girl and a boy, y'all could be boyfriend and girlfriend. Fans.
Absolutely.
They can come to the show together and have fun.
Absolutely.
But that Doja Cat, that's
perfect. I can see us doing that.
Yes, for America, you know. And even, I'm sure she has like K-pop adjacent fans because of how elaborate she is with all of her music videos and sets and all that. I'm sure.
Absolutely.
So, last question. I see, because you have a YouTube channel and all that, you're way more professional.
No, I'm not.
If you, online, if you could collaborate with any 3 brands, what would it be? I hope that these are fashion brands, because I feel like you're a fashion girl. I want to see it. I'm a fashion girl.
I'm not really a fashion girl. My boyfriend styles me.
Oh, for real? He is very unique. So that that makes sense.
He styles me pretty good. I'm like he'll pick out what he'll
Okay.
But I've been getting better. But I would love to like collaborate with like Fendi or Miu Miu.
Okay, tight.
I could see myself doing a Fendi and Miu Miu collaboration. I could see myself doing maybe like the Face Shop or Innisfree, because Innisfree is a Korean brand, but they don't really have like products that go for like tinted for black skin, but they do have really good products.
Okay.
They have really good products. I could see myself doing that, Innisfree or the Face Shop. Can't think of any others.
That's like the one thing I know about Korean K-pop ish stuff is like Korean skincare. I'm very
so good.
I'm all about it.
Not the chicken I just ate, but the motherfucking skincare is so good.
It's incredible.
It's incredible.
Okay, so do you have any new music coming out? Anything you want to talk about? You want to tell the people? Any shows that we can come see you at?
I'm doing another adults only show on April 3rd. I mean, April 5th.
April 5th, adults only.
And probably somewhere before then, but that's the one we just got booked. I'm going to San Francisco for a Bandcamp show.
Nice.
In May. And Long As You Love Me is releasing on February 14th with the video. It's going to be fire. And my EP should be releasing in the end of March.
Do you have a name for the EP already?
Confessions of a Fangirl.
Oh, that's so tight. I feel like people are ashamed to be a fan now. It's like it has a negative connotations. I love that you're doing Confessions of a Fangirl.
Confessions of a Fangirl. Yeah.
Are we gonna have merch? Are we gonna have a tour?
Yes, we're gonna have merch. We're looking forward to touring. That's why we started lining up the shows already.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm a mint performer, bro. Like I have to tour. It's like I'll just die.
Yeah, you're incredible.
Oh, thank you. See, I wasn't even referencing that. She saw me live.
Yes.
I love performing, and I'll just die. I have me.
And I am like such a pop music girl. I don't even have to know about K-pop, and I'm like, don't wanna cry alone.
Oh,
like, I'm all happy.
So much. You was rocking with it.
Yeah.
Oh, you asked me to interview after I performed, right?
Before,
I'm like, wait. Right. So I know that when you heard Cry Alone, you was like, oh, I love this.
Yes.
Like, oh, that's fun.
It was fun. And you kind of remind me a little bit of Pink Panthers.
Yeah. Pink Panthers. Oh, so, I should have said something about, I can see myself touring with her too.
A Pink Panthers, Cydnee with the C collaboration song.
Yeah.
Tight.
Yeah.
Y'all can do your own, like how Callie Uchis and Omri did Sad Girls Love Money.
Yeah.
You can be Cry Alone.
It's already happened.
Ex Pink Panthers.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Absolutely.
Cydnee with the C. Subscribe to her channel. We'll link it. Do you got a website or something?
Do I? No, just follow me on YouTube and Instagram for now.
Yes, follow her on all the socials. Cydnee with the C. This shirt I got from Love Tolly, PTFYB. Stream that as well. Stream Cry Alone. Watch the music videos. Very colorful and fun. And yeah, like I said, Cydnee with the C. Tam tonight. Thank you. See y'all next time.
All right, we about to shoot a K-pop reaction.
Yeah.